Ever since Steve Jobs introduced it back in 2010, I have been into iPads. I still have the very first one in this box, and I've owned and used pretty much every model. While I initially saw it as a companion device to my laptop, the 2015 iPad Pro and its smart keyboard folio made me consider it a laptop replacement. The launch of the Magic Keyboard with its built-in trackpad may finally fulfill this promise. While this has nothing to do with procurement, the iPad is my key productivity tool, and a lot of procurement executives I know also use it this way. I am Christian Schuh, and this is Procurement in the Park, in the House. And this time with a strong product review angle for the very first time. Before we dive into the Magic Keyboard, let's analyze why so many of us are drawn to iPads. It is really quite simple. While in our private life we are using smartphones with intuitive user interfaces, always on internet connectivity, and all-day batteries, our companies give us laptop computers like this one that feel like something straight out of the 1990s. Some critics accuse the iPad of just being a big iPhone. And from the perspective of corporate IT, iPads are actually big iPhones. After initially holding out with BlackBerries, IT departments learned to integrate iPhones into their systems, manage them remotely while maintaining data security. And with iPadOS essentially just being a flavor of iOS, lots of companies permit privately owned iPads, but reject private MacBooks. So many of us rely on iPads when we want to quickly respond to an email, look something up, or take notes with the Apple Pencil. Typically, we are done with the task in the time it would have taken to fire up our laptop and connect it to the internet. But the usefulness of the iPad had its limits when it came to editing text or modifying slides. Our fingers are not precise input devices, and often our attempts felt frustrating and we went back to our laptops for more complex tasks. In June 2019, Apple introduced the Assistive Touch feature that allowed to connect a pointing device to an iPad for the very first time. But in the end, this turned out to be pretty much limited. The huge pointer retained the precision of a finger and was useless for text editing. And then, out of nowhere, Apple launched trackpad support with iPadOS 13.4 and announced this, the Magic Keyboard. I ordered it the very minute it became available, and here it is. So let's see if the trackpad is any good. What you see immediately is that the pointer is much smaller than the one in Assistive Touch. And Apple did something very interesting here. They did not just stick to a touch-first paradigm as in Assistive Touch, but they also did not move to a mouse-first paradigm as in macOS. No, they invented a new paradigm. So as you move the pointer close to an active area of the screen, the pointer gets sucked into that area and that area becomes accentuated. You can see this with app icons, and on the top right corner of the screen, that gets you the sum of the control elements of the iPad. What also is very nice is that for the first time on an iPad you can do two-finger scrolling like on a Mac. And a three-finger left or right swipe allows you to quickly switch between apps. Text editing within Apple apps like Notes works like a charm. When I hover over the text, the pointer changes shape to an I bar that allows me to precisely select text and copy and paste it. With an Apple apps, that is. When I switch to Microsoft Word, we still have a circular pointer that does not interact with text in a useful way, and the same is true for PowerPoint. So it looks like Apple has done all the groundwork. We have a great hardware with a lightning-fast CPU and a fantastic webcam that comes very handy in this time of home office work. We have a great keyboard with a great trackpad. This combo could really be a full laptop replacement. All it needs now is for Microsoft to catch up and bring its suite of Office apps up to the new standard defined by Apple. I can't wait for this to happen. What do you think about the iPad with the Magic Keyboard? Do you think that it will let you ditch your laptop? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and stay safe. Bye.